Good afternoon, I'm Rob Boskamp, and you're listening to South Texas Midday. Due to ongoing drought conditions across Texas, the Lower Colorado River Authority informed the city of Corpus Christi yesterday that there was insufficient water supply in the Lower Colorado River. In response, the city sourced all water transported through the MRP exclusively from Lake Texana under the city's contract with the Lavaca-Navidad River Authority. There will be no interruption in the water service because of the change in water sources. The city and Corpus Christi Water routinely monitor these situations as part of normal operations. The city's water supply system is designed with multiple sources to ensure continuity of service during such events. The LCRA has indicated in conversation with CCW that the full amount of water from the Colorado River will be available for the city today. Part of the reduction was a result of environmental flows that are required by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. There is no policy direction in the City Council-approved drought contingency plan to curtail any customer classification should one water supply source experience temporary disruption in availability. The Brownsville Police Department said they're tracking a new trend involving thieves targeting Jeep Gladiators. The warning comes after a 14-year-old suspect was found yesterday behind the wheel of a stolen Jeep Gladiator. KRGV reported that the teen suspect led police officers on a chase where they collided with multiple vehicles while fleeing law enforcement. An Ontario, Canada resident who's in Brownsville for work said he was renting the vehicle and it was taken from the parking lot of the hotel he was staying at. Police were able to locate the vehicle because an AirTag was inside, leading to the arrest of the teen suspect. Brownsville Police spokesperson April Luna said criminals using underage drivers is a common tactic and results in fast money for juveniles. According to Luna, 15 vehicles have been reported stolen in Brownsville this month alone. 9 of those have been Jeep Gladiators. Police say there are many ways to protect your vehicle from getting stolen. Tips include installing a kill switch or buying a steering wheel club. 3 major metropolitan areas in Texas are expected to lead employment growth for the remainder of 2025. Texas Public Radio's Brian Kirkpatrick reports on the latest job forecast from the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas.
The number of jobs will increase by at least 1.7% in Texas this year and maybe even a little higher. San Antonio, El Paso, and Austin will lead the way. For the month of April, professional and business services led overall job growth, followed by construction and manufacturing. The only sectors that lost jobs last month were information services and those that include repair and maintenance and personal care. The forecast reported more than 245,000 jobs will be added to the Texas workforce this year. Total employment in the state by December could be around 14.4 million. The Texas unemployment rate was unchanged at 4.1% in April. I'm Brian Kirkpatrick in San Antonio.
Brownsville has been doing some amazing things, keeping their city beautiful, and not just for 1 year, but for 26 years. Find out more as Joe Michael speaks with Brownsville City Forester Hunter Losey.
Brownsville, Texas has been named Tree City USA for 26 consecutive years by the Arbor Day Foundation. The award recognizes the city's continued commitment to growing and maintaining a healthy urban forest. The Arbor Day Foundation is a nonprofit organization founded in 1972 by John Rosenau in Nebraska City. The foundation has more than 1 million members and has planted more than 500 million trees and symbiotic flora throughout the world. Hunter Losey, Brownsville's city forester, explains the city's ecosystem and how they keep things growing.
Brownsville is a really interesting spot. We are an ecological hotspot for birding. We've got several different ecosystems that all collide in the Rio Grande Valley. Coming up from the south, from Mexico, we've got the Tamaulipan thorn scrub. And then coming from the north, got the western Gulf Plains. And then to the west of us, we start getting into the transition into the Chihuahuan Desert. So it's a really unique ecosystem. We are a temperate climate. We get a lot of rain, but only during certain periods of time. And then for the rest of the year, it's very hot, dry, and humid. But we've got some really great trees and some of the last remaining stands of some ecosystems here that aren't found anywhere else in the Rio Grande Valley. We've got the Sable Palm Sanctuary, which is an old-growth sable palm forest along the Rio Grande that we've lost almost all of it due to farming and agriculture. And really close nearby, we've also got one of the last remaining Montezuma cypress stands that surround our oxbow lakes that we call resakas. Most of them were lost to the agriculture and lumber as well. So we really have interesting trees, but we really work really hard to protect them and see them replanted in the landscape to kind of continue that heritage of trees that we've got here.
Keeping things green in Brownsville relies on rainfall, a city vision, and a plan.
We were really lucky. The City of Brownsville has enacted a tree preservation ordinance, I believe, in 1999 when they adopted their first landscape code, and we've continually updated it and improved it over the years. It's really a living document. I'm kind of working on the next round of tree preservation here, but we require a tree survey for any sort of new development and then a mitigation plan if trees are being removed. Trees can also be donated in lieu of mitigation, and we'll find a place on city property to move those trees as a donation.
This is Joe Smikle for KEDT News.
On that note, the Texas A&M Forest Service is helping Texans stop the spread of oak wilt through the Texas Oak Wilt Suppression Program. Oak wilt has been reported in 76 Texas counties and is killing oak trees in Central and West Texas. The disease can also reduce property value according to the Forest Service. Oak wilt can be identified by yellow and brown veins on live oak tree leaves. One of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of the disease is trenching. This involves digging 4-foot deep trenches at least 100 feet beyond symptomatic trees to stop the fungus from traveling through root systems. Trenching costs are eligible for cost-share assistance through the program. The Texas Oak Wilt Suppression Program also helps homeowners with the cost of removing infected red oaks. Treatment guidelines and applications are available online at texasoakwilt.org and must be approved before any cost-share work begins. Work on the Coopers Alley L-Head construction project is now underway and will require a lane closure. Two-way traffic will continue on the westbound lane. Flaggers will be present to help navigate the construction zone. The project includes replacing several piers and related underground dredging. This closure is expected to last through June 1st. Yesterday, the Texas Senate gave final approval to a bill focused on improving school safety training and law enforcement and emergency response. Titled the Uvalde Strong Act, lawmakers say the bill is part of a continued effort to prevent mass shootings, specifically at schools. The measure, House Bill 33, does many things, including mandating officers complete active shooter training at schools and requiring school districts and law enforcement to meet annually to plan active shooter responses. While the bill passed unanimously, Senator Roland Gutierrez, a San Antonio Democrat, says it doesn't go far enough to stop school shootings.
Well, this piece of legislation is fine and it's good, but let's not kid ourselves. Until we stop getting guns out of the hands of 18-year-olds, automatic assault rifles like this is going to happen again.
The measure is meant to help coordination between officers and schools in their regions and is a direct response to the 2022 Uvalde school shooting, when officers took more than an hour to confront the shooter. House Bill 33 now heads to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. Meanwhile, a trio of Senate bill reform measures advanced in the House yesterday. Houston Public Media's Andrew Schneider says the most controversial was a proposed constitutional amendment that would deny bail pending trial to people in the country without legal status who are accused of a range of serious felonies.
Senate Joint Resolution 1 is also known as Jocelyn's Law for Jocelyn Nungare, a 12-year-old Houston girl who was sexually assaulted and killed last year, allegedly by two undocumented immigrants from Venezuela. Republican Representative John Smithy presented SJR 1 to the House.
Had we passed this constitutional amendment 6 years ago, there would be little boys and girls still alive today who were tragically killed.
Several Democrats raised concerns that SGR 1 would violate the due process rights of immigrants. The measure garnered a majority vote, but not the two-thirds majority needed to pass without a third reading. Two other bail reform measures that would make it easier to hold those accused of serious crimes without bond pending trial passed with overwhelming majorities. I'm Andrew Schneider in Houston.
Legislation offering free cancer screenings to Texas firefighters is now headed to the governor's desk. House Bill 198, authored by Flower Mound Republican Benjamin Bumgarner, received final approval from the Texas Senate yesterday. Firefighters are at increased risk of developing cancer due to their exposure to carcinogens on the job. Senator Tam Parker read the bill and referenced firefighter Wade Cannon from his district, who passed away from colon cancer 3 years ago.
His dying fight was to protect his brothers in uniform, to make sure that no firefighter in Texas would go without the preventative screenings that could save their lives.
The state Senate voted unanimously to approve the proposal. Texas 2025 legislative session is in its final weeks. Lawmakers are set to gavel out on June 2nd. The city of Brownsville will host the One City Information Fair this Thursday from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the Brownsville Event Center. This family-friendly, free public event offers the community a chance to engage with city departments and learn more about the services and programs available throughout Brownsville. City staff will be available to share details about services and future projects and how residents can participate and benefit from various city initiatives, including the Brownsville Police Department, Library Services, and Parks and Recreation, among many others. And a new Goodwill store is opening soon in Corpus Christi. The thrift store chain's brand new location is being built at 4222 South Staple Street, with a grand opening scheduled for June 5th. Goodwill Industries of South Texas's celebration will include prizes for the first 100 guests, including free coffee and entry into a Corpus Christi Hooks raffle. Officials say the store will offer a jobs connection center with job support, resume assistance, and career counseling. The grand opening begins at 8:30 a.m. on June 5th. And that is the latest news and information on South Texas Midday. I'm Rob Boskamp. Your community arts calendar and more is on the way.